flip-flop so hard the friction is gonna blow your shoulder out, seriously. Try hard hindsight commentators. Chapter 2. The trap of survivorship. And J boards catch fire, and the massive chorus starts. They absolutely should. I've just realized another fucked up depth of human karma. What time do you degenerates think it is? You're either lying in bed in the dead of night, staring blankly at your phone screens, or hiding in the toilet trying to escape reality. Because you don't want to go to work tomorrow. I feel you. Except that post-nut clarity kind of depressing vibe. Well, I'm pretty much in the same boat anyway. Alright, before we get to the meat of it, I'm gonna break down the structure of the lecture I'm drilling into you today into 3 chapters. If you're clueless about this, you're just gonna get milk dry. So clean the wax out of your ears and listen up. Chapter 1. Here we go again, the try-hard hindsight commentators. Chapter 2. The trap of survivorship bias, where your brain randomly patches your memory. Chapter 3. Graduating from flip-flopping and dodging their weird flexes. Let me give you the conclusion first. Here's the too long didn't read. We're gonna expose the true colors of those cringe lords who act all smug after the results are out, saying I knew it all along like it's some grand revelation. We're gonna build that invincible mindset so you don't get swayed by their bullshit. So let's talk about Chapter 1. Here we go again, the try-hard hindsight commentators. You degenerates have definitely experienced it. Like, imagine a massive company project completely bombs. A shitstorm of complaints from clients, and the office turns into an absolute hellscape. A total dead game state, plain as day. Then, that one boss who usually blends into the background at meetings like a fucking statue and never says a word, suddenly clears his throat and opens his mouth. I knew from the initial stages when I saw the documents that this method would absolutely fail. Why did you guys proceed so recklessly? He starts spitting with that slimy, smug tone. What the fuck? Right? Like, no. You were literally just knocked out with your eyes open during that meeting. Why the fuck did you class change into a genius tactician like Zhuge Liang the exact moment the bomb went off? Press X to doubt down. We've got an absolute unit of hindsight right here. Huh? What's that? Maybe the boss just couldn't say anything because of his position. Yep, that right there just confirmed your low IQ. Because of that fairy tale, human nature is good mindset. You're gonna be exploited for your 150,000 yen take-home pay for the rest of your life. It ain't just at work. You see this in your private life, too. For instance, when your boy goes through a breakup with his girl and is totally wrecked. At a drinking party with mutual friends, someone pipes up. Those two. They always had this vibe like their values didn't match from the start. Everyone knew it was just a matter of time. Yikes. Are you a psycho? Bro, at the barbecue when they first started dating, you were the loudest one hyping them up, yelling, "You guys are such a perfect match. You gotta invite me to the wedding." Don't just wipe your past comments. You flip-flop so hard the friction is gonna blow your shoulder out, seriously. Alright, moving on. Chapter 2. The trap of survivorship bias, where your brain randomly patches your memory. Let's dig deep into this. You might wonder why there's a massive outbreak of these hindsight commentators. Sure, partly it's just because their personalities are twisted, but the root cause is that the human brain is practically brain dead by default. In psychology, they call this the hindsight bias. Apparently, some authoritative scholar Chad named Fishoff wrote a paper on it back in 1975. But honestly, that shit is too long. Didn't read for me too, so just check the wiki or something. Let me break it down so even us degenerates can intuitively get it. Once humans find out the result of an event, they unconsciously gather and prioritize only the info that led to that result. Conversely, any factors that might have led to a different outcome go straight into the trash. Thanks to this mechanism, just to keep their own consistency intact, they automatically reconstruct their past beliefs into "I totally knew it all along." Ain't that insane? They think they're looking straight at the facts, but they're just tripping on hallucinations. It's like this. The day after the stock market crashes, Some guy pretending to be an economic analyst comes out saying, well, the chart for this crash was showing obvious signs since last week. Are you stupid? Then why didn't you short your entire net worth last week and make a killing? Numbers don't lie, but liars use numbers. I swear. Also, take pro baseball. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, bases loaded. A total do-or-die pin. The moment the pitcher gets hit for a walk-off loss, the Nan-J boards catch fire, and the massive chorus starts. They absolutely should have thrown a breaking ball instead of a fastball there. That battery is worse than amateurs. Even though right before the pitch you lads were hyping them up going, gouge them with an inside fastball. They just ride on the fact of the outcome and rewrite their memories like they're winning every round of rock, paper, scissors after the fact. This is the terrifying true form of hindsight bias. Humans are so fucking convenient. It's on the level where you could just call it fake as hell. This is where the real shit begins. Chapter 3. Graduating from flip-flopping and dodging their weird flexes. This is gonna be on the test, so pay attention. If you understand the mechanics of this hindsight bias, your depressing lives might get just a tiny bit better. I bet you degenerates got flexed on by some hindsight commentator at work today, couldn't talk back, and are listening to this broadcast in a bathroom stall right now. But with this knowledge, you're invincible. Tomorrow, when your boss starts spewing this smug outcome-based bullshit, just think to yourself, this boomer is heavily infected with hindsight bias right now. His brain is conveniently rewriting his memory to get a dopamine hit. You can look at it completely objectively. It gives you the breathing room to just observe them. Their preaching will just go in one ear and out the other. Just roast them in your head like, here he comes, the genius commentator of hindsight. Boom, you've got yourself some stress-free background music. Conversely, you've got to watch out for yourself too. Take notes, bro. Humans love to put themselves on a pedestal. When you fuck up and catch yourself making excuses like, I knew it was a bad idea from the start, you gotta hit the brakes and go into metacognition. Wait, I'm getting biased right now. I'll give you a concrete countermeasure. Right before you make a big decision, write down why you made that choice, what kind of prediction you made, and your reasoning. Even just on your phone's notepad is fine. Apparently, the fancy term for it is a judgment journal. You leave receipts before you know the outcome, driving a wedge in so your brain can't conveniently tamper with your memory later. And after the result is out, you focus on the process and how uncertain things were at the time, and honestly admit that you were clueless. That's what being an absolute unit really means. Well, I bet there are some goobers listening to this broadcast right now, acting tough like I knew about that bias from the start, trying to hit the dislike button, right? That's exactly you falling right into the middle of hindsight bias. Laughing my ass off, he's seething. If you don't want to end up a cringe adult, just shut up, hit like and subscribe. I got sidetracked a bit, but let's wrap this up. Here's the conclusion. Ignore the hindsight bullshit and go to sleep. That's it. There's no dumber way to waste time than talking in what-ifs about things that are already over, like, if I had done this back then, it would have turned out like that. Those guys who ignore the uncertainty of past judgments and act like they had it all figured out, they're never going to get a chance to actually learn anything. Tomorrow in the office or on the packed commuter train, you lads are probably going to get poked and prodded by unreasonable hindsight and feel like shit. But remember, they ain't speaking the truth. They're just drowning in their own psychological illusion. Just scoff it off like, man, there really are brain-dead people in this world, and take comfort in thinking, at least I'm doing better than them. Leave the emotional arguments out of it, and separate what you can change from what you can't. Ignoring other people's distorted memories and falling asleep, listening to my voice through your earphones is the ultimate right answer. Oh yeah. Next time I'm going to explain reactance. That annoying psychology where you want to do something just because someone tells you not to. Alright, dismissed. Do your best to survive another pointless day. Tomorrow, you degenerates. Dead on arrival.